inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Okay, I promise not to get too preachy with this one. Can I even say that? Because I get in my rants all the time. Ladies, what's going on? It's your girl, August Crenshaw, and I am back for another podcast episode. And I'm not a liar, but I think I just said something that wasn't true. I don't know if I would always use the word preachy to describe what I am, but I usually go in, and there's no shame in it, right? As long as when you're talking, it's for the benefit of people and not talking down to them, right? Okay, so I'm assuming we're on the same page. Moving forward, dun, dun, dun. I want to talk to you ladies about taking care of yourself. And I'm going to do this because, #1, people have a tendency to think that because I'm always talking about I'm raw, I'm real, I'm relentless, I'm beast mode, I don't stop, that I have an unreasonable work ethic. And I want you all to understand that I never coach people or tell people to do anything that is out of the scope of what's reasonable for them. Now, of course, I push people beyond their comfort, but I don't necessarily try to get people to move and think the way that I do. And the best example I can give is this, at least for the moment. I'm going to use something as simple as Facebook Live, and I've used this example before for people that follow me. I can literally go live 3 or 4 times in one day. And most of the time I do because I have a group for my paid clients. I have smaller groups for group programs. I go live on my business page or my personal page just to keep my face, fresh in front of people and be like, hey, this is me. I'm an expert. I want to continue to make sure that I'm known. And when I do something like my Facebook Live challenges, which is called Capture Clients with Live Video, I may talk to people and say, hey, you're going to go live. You need to go live on a regular and consistent basis. You need to be out there. You need to make sure you're seen. You need to be posting. And I'll say these different things that people need to do, or I may tell them they need to go to networking events because they really need to be strengthening their offline presence more than their online presence, or they need to be, bringing that into the picture. And what happens is people hear what I'm saying and they hear a laundry list. And when they hear that laundry list, then they start getting overwhelmed. Now, just because I say you need to go live doesn't mean that you need to go live 3 or 4 times a day. I'm one of those people where I can literally do this podcast episode, record it, get stimulated, go talk about a piece of it, still encourage people to come back and listen to it on the podcast, and put a twist in there to raise their temptation to want to listen to it, go into another group, answer their questions, say what it is I have to say, and it just comes out of me like word vomit. And that means that what takes you 1 hour to do, I've probably done 4 videos, unless I'm just in one of those modes where I'm doing one video that may be like 40 minutes. And I want to make sure that I paint this picture for you guys, because when I do all the things that I do, some of you guys, I love you. You give me lots of comments. You tell me things on the back end, but I do really need you to understand that it doesn't take me very long to produce a lot of the things that I do. Some of you are in this place where you are thinking so freaking hard. Okay, if I'm going to go out there and I'm going to talk about this, which point should I talk about? Well, I want to talk about 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I heard somebody always say you should do 3 points. So maybe I should take one of them off. But if I take off number 2, 3, and 4 won't make sense. But, you know, I don't want to take off 4 because that wouldn't be a good way to close it. And 1 is the intro. You know, you do things like that. And so it takes you some time. And what a lot of you all are doing is you're thinking so hard about what you need to do. How do you post? What do you say when you go to this event? What's going to happen on this phone call? What do you say on this video? And I just want you to pause for 2 seconds and take care of yourself. I do literally want you to take the time to look and see what affects you. Is it the sugar? Is it the caffeine? Is it the salt? Is it a certain type of thing that you put into your body that changes your energy level? What do you feel a little groggy? Does your throat keep messing with you because you don't drink enough water? What are you not using the restroom enough? Are you constipated? I mean, like, are you really full of shit? Okay, LOL. Corny humor probably really wasn't that funny, but you guys know how I am. And not even just with your physical health, but your mental and your spiritual health. How much time are you designating to say, you know what, I'm going to get up this morning and I'm just literally going to sit. I'm going to relax because I'm going to set the tone for the day that says that I am not going to get up and just run and act anxious and afraid and fearful that I'm not going to be able to pay my bills and that I'm not going to make enough money to get what it is that I need to get done. I trust and know and believe that I am doing what I'm supposed to do. This is my call and it's sovereign. And if I just sit here for 2 seconds, I actually might get a divine download that says, reach out to this person. You know what? And that might be my next client. Or I'll get a divine download that says, go live and talk about this one theme. And when I get done, somebody's going to reach out and say, hey, do you know when you did that video, it touched my heart. I've been watching you for so long and I never said anything, but now is the time to jump because you said some things that I prayed about last night. These simple things that will change the trajectory of your business, many of you are losing the opportunity to tap into them because you are not taking care of yourself. You are slow, you are sluggish, and you don't have time. And so you're grabbing the first thing that you can put into your body so at least you feel like you ate. But then you're sitting at the computer and you still feel like you want to fall asleep because you haven't eaten foods that fortify your mind and your energy. You haven't taken the time to realize that everything is not in your freaking control. The universe is so divine and wanting to cross your paths with other people and opportunity, but you're thinking so hard that you shut off your intuition, and so you can't hear, and the only thing you can do is work. But I promise you that if you would take care of your mind, your body, and your spirit, there are things in your business that will come into flow. You will get divine direction. You will know what to do and where to go. You may get some scary, some scary directions. I know I have. I've received some scary directions to start some things, to do some things that I've never done before. And I'm like, oh my God, can I really do that? Well, if I'm supposed to do it, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump. And to hear the response of the people when I tell them, this is what's been laid on my heart to do. It's like, oh my God, for real? I've been waiting for you to do this. And it's like, man, if I would have been thinking with my own thoughts in my own way, I wouldn't have done that. I would have been trying to secure this thing over here instead of doing that over there. I want you ladies to be honest with yourself. Are you giving yourself time to breathe? Are you making sure that you're saying, you know what, this thing that I'm doing, and I mean, let's think about what we talked about on Monday. We talked so much about all of the stuff that goes into being successful. Those keys to success, are not just the mindsets, but it's the habits, it's the nourishment, it's the diet. Part of you taking care of yourself may be that very brisk 20-minute walk. Maybe for some of you, like me, you have to do more hardcore working out and really get that blood flowing, but take care of yourselves, ladies, because that's what's going to give you the divine inspiration and downloads and direction. You want the inspiration, downloads, and direction to know what is your next best move. That is what I have for you today. I would love to hear your feedback on whichever platform that you are listening to. And yes, I am going to be hammering it in. Part of how you need to take care of that mind is making sure you're filling it with the right kind of information, and the information that you need to make sure you're getting paid is the only sales conversation that closes, written by yours truly, able to be read in 2 hours, covering everything from your mindset to the follow-up. It is now available on Amazon. Hello, you can get it on Kindle for $9.99, and you can get it in print for $29.99, because it is literally my entire process, the full methodology, and not just a bunch of how-tos, but some how-not-tos, some fill in the blanks. It's got some worksheets. It's got some work for you to do. It's an amazing opportunity for you to look at sales in a way unlike you ever have before. I promise you, this is going down with the legends, okay? In the meantime and in between time, this is your girl, August Crenshaw. I'm getting ready to sign out of here. Deuces. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch.podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless, signing out. Deuces!
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.